This is a very difficult code challenge for black. Please make sure you spend at least 10 to 15 minutes trying to figure out what's going on here. A couple of hints, right? So first of all, black cannot really connect here on the left side. Otherwise, this will be easy. And second of all, white can live most of the time when black tries certain moves here on the corner. So these are the two difficulties. If you're ready, let's look at some of the variations together. So first, black should consider playing on the left side here, by playing here. Number one is a good move, because if white connects, then black can connect back with number 3. White can no longer cut black off, because number 4 will be captured. White cannot capture these 2 stones, and white cannot escape. So white will fail if it plays at number 2. So the best white can do is to bend here first, forcing black to capture this stone. Otherwise, white will be able to capture black like this with number 4. So black must capture, white can play this Atari, and connect. So for the purpose of this problem, this is considered the setup, 1, 3, and 5. Now it's black's turn again. So what can black do here on the corner? If you're not careful, you can try some of the moves, right? Something like this. This will just not work, because this will be a straight 4 pattern. It's a living shape, and black only has 1 real eye. So black has a dead shape, white has a living shape, and black fails. If you try other moves, like this also doesn't work, right? Wedging here doesn't work, because 11 will just be captured very cleanly, and there's nothing for black to do, nothing to try. Pushing here first and playing this will also not work. This eye space doesn't seem very big, but white can live with number 14. This will be 2 real eyes. What about this move? This bumping move seems nice, right? It might work in other situations, but here you need to calculate. White, of course, will play this way. Black must stand down, and now it's really important for white to connect here. This way, black can push here and play on the outside. This seems promising, right? Because this is already a dead shape for white, but it is not enough to win this race to capture. White can increase its eye space by playing a number 14, forcing black to play here, right? If you play this is a snapback, white will still live. So number 15 must be here, and now white will connect here. This will be a pyramid 4 shape in the end, but this is a big eye versus small eye situation, where black will be 1 liberty short. Let's just play this out. Black plays this, bets 3, white must capture, black comes in again. Now this is a 2 liberties on 2 liberties situation, and white will be 1 liberty faster than black. So that is why number 9 here actually doesn't work. Of course, white must play here number 10. If it doesn't, then black will be able to come in here at number 11. And what happens now is that white will be forced to capture here, and black will just come in and play all these moves on the outside, and now black will throw in here, forcing white to capture, and black can come in. This will still be a ko technically, but this will be an approach ko for white. Now white will need to occupy all of black's liberties on the outside, and that will be a very, very difficult ko for white to win. So that is why number 10 here will not work. White must preserve its own shape and play here instead. This connection is really important. But this also means that number 7 actually doesn't work. So what is the correct first move? You can try some of the others on your own, of course. And the correct one is actually right here. It's very, very counterintuitive. It's definitely not the first move you calculate for. But eventually, if all other moves do not work, you will have to start trying some of these really weird moves. And this one works. So quite naturally, white will want to play right here, right, swallowing number 7 and increasing its eye space. But because of this setup, now what black can do is to come in right here. White blocks, black Ataris, wedges, and start this code this way. Of course, we can look at some of the other moves that white can make, but this is considered the correct variation. White captures this code first. Black doesn't really have any local code threats. Maybe this will work, but depending on the circumstances, let's just assume that black doesn't have local code threat. Doesn't really matter. If it finds something on the outside, it captures back. Does white have a local code threat? The answer is yes. White captures here, right? the right side still has 2 liberties left. So white can capture here. Black obviously cannot capture. Black will fail this way. So black must continue the ko by playing on the right side. Now this is a one-step ko, and both sides will need to win this. If white wins, white will just capture and kill black. If black captures back and wins, black will capture like this. So this is how the ko will play out. Now white has a few other options, obviously, so white might want to try this, but this doesn't work because black can come in and kill white. If white plays something like this, then what black needs to do is to simply play here, forcing white to connect, and play right here. If white plays this way, then white will be dead very easily. If white connects, then black will be able to win this race to capture. Like this. So after number 9, there are a couple other variations that you can try on your own. But the bottom line is that black will be able to kill white. White can also play this move, and this will also be a ko, but not as good as the correct variation that we saw for white. It'll be something like this, and white will have to capture this ko right here in order to try to win. Otherwise, if we place here, black will occupy a liberty on the inside, white captures, black can play here, captures again. So this will be a ko that might be played out this way, but it's not as good for white as the first ko, because in the first one, white has a local ko threat, and white captures more compared to this one, if it wins. Of course, there are a couple other variations out there that you can try out on your own. Again, super difficult problem, takes a lot of calculation to figure out all the variations. Make sure you spend some time going through the variations, because the purpose of this exercise is not to find the single correct variation, but to go through all the variations, calculate, and see what you can come up with. The process itself is more important than arriving at the correct answer. The more time you spend on this type of problem, the more you will improve. Good luck, and thank you for watching.